Hey, fellow YouTubers, JJ the Trucker coming to you from Tennessee, Volunteer State. I am just east of Nashville and just west of Knoxville. Yeah, that's it, Knoxville. Things are looking good. As you can see, I am back on the road, back being passed by other trucks, as you can see. Of course, we're going uphill, and I'm fully loaded. Truck is running really well once again, so that is fantastic news. Just want to give you an update and some clarification on my previous videos, some questions that I've been asked, and get some answers to you guys. Alright, so I'm back on the road. After the wheel seal repair, I was able to head on out to the pickup, which was just outside of Salt Lake, and pick that up and hit the road. Things have been well ever since, so no issues there. In fact, that wheel seal leak didn't even cause any downtime. I mean, not really any downtime, because it didn't delay anything. There was plenty of time on this load, so I wasn't late for the pickup, not going to be late for the delivery. Everything's A-okay. Yeah. So, to clarify on my last couple videos, because I kind of did, it was almost like a time shift. It was only one breakdown. Some people thought, I had a breakdown with the When It Rains It Pours video, and then a separate breakdown with the breakdown video. But no, that wasn't the case. The breakdown happened last Saturday and went through Wednesday, and I was basically giving you guys a day by day update of what was going on all the way through Friday when I got my pay settlement. So that video, the shooting of that video took a whole week to do, but I did cut in on Wednesday with a separate video, just basically quickly explaining, hey, I had broken down, and on top of that, now I got the wheel seal issue. So no, it was actually only one breakdown plus the wheel seal issue, which wasn't a breakdown. They got me in and out of there pretty quick. Also, while they were working on the wheel seal, it's pretty cool, I got my APU service done, which really helped me because it wasn't quite due, and they weren't going to be able to get me in at Salt Lake anyway, in the time frame that I was going to be there. So I was going to, while on this load that I'm currently on, I was going to divert up to Springfield, which would have been about 2 hours out of the way, and get that done. Wouldn't have been a big deal, still would have made it on time, although since the wheel seal thing came up, it's like, oh, now I'm not going to have time to do that because that time is being devoted to fixing the wheel seal. And so they said, hey, while you've got it in the bay already, we'll take care of that APU service. Boom. It was great. It actually all worked out really, really well. So very happy about that. So things are definitely back on the up and up. I did have a follow-up question from somebody regarding the downtime. The downtime that I explained, I get $225 a day downtime as a lease operator. Prime pays that out to me. It's not the warranty or anything like that. Prime actually pays that out to me. So somebody had asked, what about company drivers? Do company drivers get that downtime? So I talked to Road Assist and I talked to Dispatch. Road Assist says it's not the same, and it doesn't go through Road Assist, but they get something through Dispatch. So I called Dispatch, spoke to them, and they said, well, they do get some type of downtime. There is, it's a lot different. It's not necessarily as much, but company drivers aren't getting paid as much. They don't have to worry about lease payments and all that other stuff. They'll usually get put up in the hotel that's nearby, which in Salt Lake City would be the Ramada, which again for me, no thanks. But at least that's an option. And if the truck's going to be down for a while, or if they've got some local runs, they'll throw you in a truck that they've got there on the yard and just let you do your runs and continue making money and working instead of sitting around at the yard or at a hotel like I was doing. So there are more options. There's more flexibility when it comes to company drivers versus lease ops. So that's pretty cool. And somebody had asked me, how long they would have paid that downtime. What my options are. Say it was a long-term repair, like major body work or something major. And the answer to that is Prime does have loaner trucks, like for the company drivers, and they do have that option available for lease ops as well. So I could go into a loaner truck. It's not mine. It may be a lightweight, but it's something temporary where I can at least go make some runs and actually make some real money instead of the $225 a day. Not that I'm complaining about $225 a day, but it's definitely not enough to pay all the bills and all that stuff. So when you're talking money per day, you're looking at wanting to get more like $550 to $650 a day in revenue in order to get everything paid. So yeah, I would rather get in a loaner truck and hit the road if it was going to be longer term. For this one, 5 days, yeah, that wasn't too bad. So I'll take that. Let's see. In the video when I picked up the truck, I'd shown the new part that was not in there. Said I was going to follow up, find out what that was. Get over for this guy that's getting on though. Alright, so yeah, so they put on a new part in the truck that was not there before. So I did ask them about that, and they said it's an additional filter, which I guess they're installing them on the newer trucks now anyway, on the trucks that are rolling off the assembly line right now. My truck was apparently one of the last types of trucks that didn't have one of those on it, and it's an additional fill filter. So the fill pump has a filter inside of it. It's only about yay big, about that tall and about that round. So it's not very big. The filter that I showed you on that video, as you can see, much larger, much larger. So probably does a much better job of filtering all the particulates out and keeping that fuel pump running. So if they're doing that, I would assume, and it is just an assumption, no fact-based information here, I would assume that they are having a lot of these fuel pump issues, and probably because the existing filter probably just is not cutting it. So, it is what it is, but at least I got that new fill filter on. I have been checking it, and I am seeing that it is remaining clean. No additional shavings or anything like that. So, alright, last question. Alright, gotta get over again. Alright, and right back over. Alright, last question. I mentioned that they had to drain the fuel tanks, or that they did drain the fuel tanks, but didn't explain why. So, the whole fuel system, it does recycle some of the fuel or exhaust back into the tanks. It's part of the I don't know if it's part of the DEF or part of the emissions. It's definitely part of the emissions. So that fuel does kind of circle around. It's not like it's coming direct from the tank through the fuel pump into the engine and out the exhaust. There is some type of circulation. Not being a mechanic, I don't know all the ins and outs of it, but that does happen. And so when the fuel pump went out, it went out because part had gone out, and there were a lot of metal shavings in there. The metal shavings go into the fuel tank. It goes into the injectors. They had to take all that out. They had to drain the tank, get all the all the metal shavings out, clean it all out, and they had to go in, look at the injectors and flush those out and everything. So yeah, it was a bit of an extensive repair. And they did get that taken care of, but that is why they had to drain the tanks. So, yep, that was a bummer. It is what it is. But I'm over it. Overall, as I mentioned, you know, the expense, because it was covered under warranty, the expense with the downtime really wasn't that bad. It really didn't set me back anything. I actually just did my bills earlier today, and yeah, I'm perfectly fine. So not even a worry. That is what the emergency fund is for if needed. And I did have some days off in both Pittston and Springfield, so my previous check wasn't that great. This check wasn't going to be that great anyway. So yeah, my last couple of paychecks weren't great, but the check before that was really good. It was like $2,200. So, you know, and this check that's coming up will be okay. I've already got my next load, which delivers on Wednesday, so it'll be on this paycheck. So yeah, I'm actually doing A-okay, no worries whatsoever. Didn't even need to take money out of my emergency fund to cover everything. All my bills are paid. I got it made in the shade. So, yep. It's all good, everybody. If you have any other questions, feel free to post them in the comments. I appreciate it. Please like this video. And right about there it is. There's my face. If you haven't subscribed to me yet, subscribe to me. Click on my face. Although if you're watching this video, you're probably already a subscriber. But scroll down, click that like button. I appreciate it. And your comments are always appreciated as well. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye. There are so many trees out here, you can't see the forest through them.